Absolutely. And so, excuse me, one of the things that you mentioned, that there are viable alternatives and different other workforce development strategies. Can you expand a little bit on some of the other strategies and what you see as viable alternatives for getting students or for serving students better?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, the key is that when it comes to these programs that are very focused on specific occupations and getting people into good jobs, there are some, there are some best practices that we know that work well. The worst approach is what is historically been called train and pray, which is basically that you enroll people in these training programs and then you pray that they can get a job when they get out. And the field of workforce development has been spending decades trying to like reform itself to not do these kinds of train and pray strategies. And so it's sort of odd now to see as the policy discussion moves over to using Pell Grants to do that. That's basically the same strategy of train and pray. But but there are other strategies that can be used that are much more effective at matching up people to good jobs. One of them is just basically California is a good example. They have a program right now called the High Road Training Partnership, right, in which the state brings public funds to sort of groups of employers and other stakeholders, training providers, and other community-based organizations as appropriate to work together to sort of provide training that is linked to a good job, right? And there are some stipulations around what that job is, and there are some stipulations around job quality. And then the training is, again, very customized, and in a number of cases, it's on the job so that people can be paid while they're learning. Here at New America, we do a lot of work on apprenticeship. That's also an extremely high quality way. It's not short, but it's a way that people can learn on the job, get paid while they're learning, and then also, make their way into a good career. There's another strategy called sector strategies that is also a big part of what folks in the worlds of workforce development and economic development work on. And again, this is where you bring together a group of employers, a group of training providers, a group of community-based organizations as appropriate. And again, you work on what are the jobs, how do we get people into those jobs, what are the support services and other things that people need to be able to complete a longer term training program, and then how do we make sure that employers have some skin in the game and are contributing so that all of the cost and risk isn't falling on the students or the taxpayers.
Thank you. Thank you so much.